what would be your message to the alumni bodies who are looking forward to growing their alumni community and alumni engagement? So if you could share some insights or some suggestions or some advice for all the alumni bodies who are looking forward to scale their alumni
And
community.
I will share my experience. I don't know if I'm, I don't know if I'm good enough in this group to give a message or something. But however,
Mhm.
I'll share my, my experiences to see what it is to kind of think. I think the first things that really needs to be done is to, like what we did, right? Something that this vision statement that we did as to reconnect, engage, and impact. If we are able to identify what your goal has to be, what do you want to achieve? Yes, why do you have an alumni relations office? What do you want to achieve out of it? I think that is the key. Can we have that slide so that people can kind of relate to what I'm saying?
That slide is already on.
No, I can't see that. It's the question slide which is up here. Sorry.
Can we reshare the slide?
Not a problem. I can tell you what it is. Hello.
Okay, because I can see it, and
Yeah, great. No problem. I have it. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So, a clear vision statement of what we want to achieve. Okay? Are we
yeah,
here for only fundraising, or am I here to help the institute, or am I here to help the students also? I mean, who are your stakeholders and what it is? Identifying that is the key so that it makes it easier. And then identifying roles and responsibilities. If there are two offices like that we have, then it's very important not to step on each other's roles and responsibilities and to have a clear mark on that, because one cannot do without the other. So it has to be something you'll have to be working like that if they are very different. But otherwise, I know most of the colleges or private institutions may not have something like what the IITs have, your own office. I mean, this could be like, the funding for the association comes from the institute itself. So which means you really again need to see what your roles and responsibilities are, what is that the office is going to commit to the institute or your university. Okay.
mhm,
And I think the biggest thing is invest in a very strong self-sustaining back-end office. I think this is something, in my experience, many of the offices that you see, that they, or many institutes, they don't see that this is a very important job. And, it's very important to have good qualified people to be part of the office. Okay,
mhm.
this is, as good as having a good professor who knows the subject to handle a particular class. It's very important to have people friendly people who can communicate, people who understand technology to be there in the office, because it should be the office where people are going to walk in, whether it's the students or whether it's the alumni. It has to be atmosphere for people to walk in. That makes a lot of difference.
Mhm.
That makes a lot of difference, because that could be one office that, if the student wants something from an alumni, they should feel comfortable walking into this office. An alumni wants something, they should feel comfortable talking to somebody. So
Right.
building a very strong office is definitely that should be a very good investment to make.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
adapt to this, how you're going to maintain this data management, communication, social media, and event management. These are the four key things that, if you see the activities, anything that we do will fall into any of this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
I see.
if we are able to maintain a good kind of, how do we do this, how are we going to maintain the data? So once you do, communications have to be very, very strong, in the sense, when I say strong, it's like not having emails that bounces, trying to see how well we can, and what we are going to communicate to them, is it something of their interest? And then being social media, I would say it's not about just going out there and posting. How much can we source information about the alumni from social media?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I think today LinkedIn has proved to be a very, very strong source of information for us about our own alumni. Because any of the institutes, all alumni, today I think LinkedIn has become very powerful for the working professionals, and many of them are out there on this platform. And whether they come to our platform and update the profile, they do it on LinkedIn for sure. So we go out there and connect with everybody on LinkedIn. And then there is one person in the office who is watching, okay, the notification that comes that, yeah, somebody has changed the jobs, somebody's position has changed. So we immediately send a congratulatory method and then update that data in the website. So that kind of, social media, when I say, it's just not to promote, because if you're having an email, that's good enough for them to know there's an event happening. So when I say social media, it is to use the information that is available about the alumni in the social media to our, I think, whether it's their marriage or whatever, things come out. Then we connect to them, we congratulate them on that. Things like that. And even in event management, how we can create something on, which is what they would want and not what we want to talk to them. So once these things are in place and clear idea of what we want to achieve, because it's just very difficult to think about it, what you're going to achieve in the next. I think it's good to have short-term plans because things are changing. And right now, I think it's the time where everybody, I think, is looking back for some help, especially the younger alumni or younger students are looking for help. And this is the best time to connect with them and see how we can. All that we have to do is make those connections for them, and it will be fantastic.
Makes sense. All right.